Dear students, in this module, we will learn about addition of angular momenta. After studying this module, you shall be able to understand the addition of angular momenta for a multi-electron system, know the commutation relations of total or coupled angular momentum, and you shall be able to learn about Dirac notation in quantum mechanics. As we have already studied earlier, that the importance of angular momentum in quantum mechanics is relevance in the context that angular momentum commutes with Hamiltonian. Angular momentum is an observable for which there exists an operator in quantum mechanics. We have already seen that in the previous modules, it is possible to measure angular momentum of a particle in a given quantum state. The Cartesian components of angular momentum operator are Lx, that is the component in x direction, which is given by ypz minus zpy, which is equivalent to minus iota h cross y del by del z minus z del by del y. Likewise, we can define Ly equal to zpx minus xpz equivalent to minus iota h cross into z del by del x minus x del by del z. Similarly, Lz equal to x py minus y px, which is equal to minus iota h cross x del by del y minus y del by del x. From the fundamental commutation property, we know that no two components of angular momentum operator commute, and the commutator for the various relations, that is between Lx and Ly, is equivalent to iota h cross Lz. For the commutation between Ly Lz, the commutator comes out to be iota h cross Lx, and for the commutation for Lz Lx, the commutator comes out to be iota h cross Ly. Also, we know that although these components of angular momentum do not commute with each other, but each of them is known to commute with L square operator, which is defined as Lx square plus Ly square plus Lz square. And the commutator for L square Lz is 0, and so is the case for L square Ly and L square Lz. From these commutation relations, we have then derived the eigenvalues for angular momentum L square and Lz using ladder operator in our earlier module, from where we obtained the eigenvalues for Lz operator as mj varying from minus j to plus j, and the eigenvalue equation for the Lz component becomes Lzy equals to mj h cross y, where y refers to the eigenfunction where mj can take up values from minus j to plus j. Likewise, the eigenvalue equation for L square becomes L square y equals to j into j plus 1 h cross square y, where y is the eigenfunction and j can take up value as 0, 1 by 2, 1, 3 by 2, 2 and so on. That means the Lz value or the range of eigenvalues of Lz is limited by j and minus j, giving a total of 2j plus 1 eigenstates. Further, it has been found that the partial differential equations so defined for angular momentum components using Cartesian coordinates were not separable, for which we converted the Cartesian coordinate equation into spherical polar coordinates for the angular momentum components. And in spherical polar coordinates, the angular momentum operator is expressed in terms of r, theta and phi. Lx is obtained as iota h cross sin phi del by del theta plus cot theta cos phi del by del phi. Ly is obtained as iota h cross cos phi del by del theta minus cot theta sin phi del by del phi. Likewise, Lz is obtained as minus iota h cross del by del phi. Get L square as minus h cross square within brackets 1 upon sin theta del by del theta within brackets sin theta del by del theta plus 1 upon sin square theta del square upon del phi square. Using these equations, we further calculated or derived the eigenfunctions of angular momentum operator, where we found that the eigenfunction of Lz component were dependent on only one coordinate of the system, that is phi, and the function is of the form f of phi is equal to 1 upon under root 2 pi e to the power iota mj phi, where mj varies from 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2 and so on. Similarly, the eigenfunctions of L square operator was derived and it was found to depend on two coordinates of the system, theta and phi, and the function obtained is of the form y theta phi equal to minus 1 to the power mj within brackets 2j plus 1 upon 4 pi into j minus mj modulus factorial overall upon j plus mj modulus whole factorial whole bracket to the power 1 by 2 into e to the power iota mj phi into pj to the power mj cos theta. The details of these expressions can be referred from the earlier modules. And now in quantum mechanics we further encounter two types of angular momenta: orbital angular momentum denoted by L, which is due to the circular motion of a particle through space, and the other one is spin angular momentum denoted by capital S, which is an intrinsic property of a particle and has no classical mechanical significance. All the above expressions so derived for angular momenta hold equally true for spin angular momentum as well. However, we have been using L consistently through all our discussions. So therefore, over here as well, we will be talking in terms of orbital angular momentum L. Now, in this module, we will take up calculation of angular momentum of multi-electron chemical systems. Now, in our earlier discussions, we know that angular momentum commutes with the Hamiltonian, and up till now we have considered only one particle, or we can say only one electron system. But for a multi-electron system, the individual angular momentum components of the electrons respectively do not commute with the Hamiltonian, but it's the total angular momentum operator, which is obtained by summing individual angular momentum, is the one that commutes with the Hamiltonian. Now let us suppose a system of two electrons associated with angular momentum L1 and L2 respectively. Now the question arises how to calculate or how to consider the angular momentum of such a system of two electrons. Over here we have considered orbital angular momentum associated with both the electrons, since we have been consistently using L throughout. However, there might be spin angular momentum associated with the electrons, and with this the addition of these angular momentum to give total angular momentum of the system can take up either of these three forms. There can be two orbital angular momentum, that is total angular momentum L becomes sum of L1 plus L2, or there can be two spin angular momenta, that means S becomes sum of S1 and S2, and the third possibility is there can be one orbital angular momentum and the other spin. So over here the sum is denoted by J, which is taken as L1 plus L2, orbital angular momentum associated with electron 1 and spin angular momentum associated with electron 2. Now for such a two electron system, the eigenvalues associated with the Z component of angular momentum and L square for electron 1 and 2 are given by the equations L1zy equals to mj1 h cross y, where mj1 varies from minus j1 to plus j1. Likewise, we have L1 square y equals to j1 into j1 plus 1 h cross square y, where j1 varies from 0, 1 by 2, 1, 3 by 2, 2 and so on. Likewise, for electron 2, the Lz component becomes L2z y equals to mj2 h cross y, where mj varies from minus j2 to plus j2, and the L square component becomes L2 square y equals to j2 into j2 plus 1 h cross square y, where j2 varies from 0, 1 by 2, 1, 3 by 2, 2 and so on. The commutation relations so derived earlier for one electron system very much hold true for L1 and L2 components as well, and over here we find that L1x, L1y do not commute and the commutator comes out to be iota h cross L1z. Similarly, the commutation of L1y and L1z gives commutator as iota h cross L1x. Similarly, the commutation of L1z, L1x gives the commutator as iota h cross L1y. Likewise, we have the equation for the second electron system as well. L2x, L2y commutation gives the commutator iota h cross L2z, and L2y, L2z commutation gives iota h cross L2x. Similarly, the third commutation L2z, L2x gives the commutation as iota h cross L2y. Also, the total angular momentum for the two electron system is taken as sum of individual angular momentum associated with the electron. So, capital L becomes equivalent to L1 plus L2, where the three Cartesian components of L can be represented in the Lx becomes equal to sum of L1x plus L2x, Ly becomes sum of L1y plus L2y, and Lz becomes sum of L1z plus L2z. Now, if we look at the magnitude of total angular momentum, it is taken as sum of Lx square plus Ly square plus Lz square. Now, which means that L square becomes sum of L dot L, and if we substitute L, we get this as a product of L1 plus L2 into L1 plus L2, which on further simplification gives the expression as L1 square plus L2 square plus L1 L2 plus L2 L1. Since L1 and L2 refer to different electrons, they will commute with each other since each of them will affect only function of the coordinates of one electron and not the other. Or we can say, since we have a non-interacting system, they will commute. So, if they commute, we get the expression L1 L2 commutator as 0. That means L1 L2 minus L2 L1 becomes 0, which implies that L1 L2 equals to L2 L1. It is important to note over here that if we consider orbital angular momentum and spin angular momentum of the same electron, even they will commute, as one will affect only function of the spatial coordinates while the other will affect functions of the spin coordinates. So, with this we can write the commutator for L1 S1 as 0, and similarly for L2 S2 it is also 0. Now, continuing with the expression of L square, we found that L square is equal to L1 square plus L2 square plus L1 L2 plus L2 L1. Since we proved above that L1 L2 commute, therefore this expression further simplifies to L1 square plus L2 square plus 2 L1 L2. Now, substituting the values of coordinates, that means Lx, Ly and Lz, we get expression as L square equal to L1 square plus L2 square plus 2 into, within brackets we have L1x product L2x plus L1y product L2y plus L1z product L2z. Now, to simplify this equation, we will now show that the components of total angular momentum obey the usual angular momentum commutation relations. Starting with the commutation of Lx Ly, substituting the value of Lx Ly, we get the expression or the commutation relation between L1x plus L2x comma L1y plus L2y, which can be further simplified in the form commutation of L1x comma L1y plus L2y plus commutation of L2x comma L1y plus L2y. This on further simplification gives the expression commutation L1x L1y plus commutation L1x L2y plus commutation L2x L1y plus commutation L2x L2y. Now, we have already shown above that this expression further simplifies using the commutation relation of angular momentum components as iota h cross L1z plus iota h cross L2z, which can be written as iota h cross Lz. Because of cyclic permutation, we know that Ly Lz will thus give iota h cross Lx, and commutation of Lz Lx will give iota h cross Ly. Now, the same commutator algebra proves the following as well for the two electron system, that is the commutation of L square Lx is 0, the commutator value comes out to be 0, which means they commute. Similarly, L square Ly becomes 0 and L square Lz also gives 0, that means the total angular momentum L square for the two electron system commutes with the Lx, Ly and Lz component for the two electron system and not the individual components of electron 1 and 2 respectively. Now, after concluding that the total angular momentum for a multi-electron system obeys the usual commutation relations of angular momentum, we will now find how total angular momentum numbers J, that is capital J for the 2-electron system, and capital M subscript J are related to quantum numbers small j subscript 1 for electron 1, small j subscript 2 for electron 2, and similarly small m subscript J1 and small m subscript J2. We will now find how the total angular momentum quantum numbers capital J and capital M subscript J for the 2-electron system are related to quantum numbers small j1, small m J1 for electron 1, small j2 and small m J2 for electron 2. So now if we take up the Lz component and L square component for the 2-electron system, we get two eigenvalue equations as Lzy equals to capital Mj h cross y, where Mj varies from minus capital J to plus capital J, and the other equation is L square y, which is equal to capital J into j plus 1 h square y, where capital J can take up values from 0, 1 by 2, 1, 3 by 2, 2 and so on. Now we will further look into how we can obtain the eigenfunctions of Lz and L square for the 2-electron system that we have considered. For this we will be using Dirac notation. Dirac notation is also referred to as bracket notation and is very useful in quantum mechanics. Now using Dirac notation, we can denote the eigenfunctions of total angular momentum operator by Jmj, which is written in the form bar capital J, capital M subscript J angular bracket. Similarly, we can write the eigenfunctions associated with electron 1 L square operator as J1 Mj1 and that with electron 2 as J2 Mj2. Now, as we have already derived the commutation relations for L square and Lx, Ly, Lz component, now for 1-electron system, as we have already derived the commutation relations, we find that L1 square commutes with L1x, likewise L1 square commutes with L1y and L1z also commutes with L1 square. Similarly, the commutation relations hold true for the second electron, that is L2 square L2x commute, and similarly L2 square L2y commute, and likewise L2 square L2z commute. Now that means one can have simultaneous eigenfunctions of all four operators L1 square, L2 square, L square and Lz. And the eigenfunctions capital J, capital M subscript J can be written more completely as small j1, small j2, capital J, capital Mj. It is important to note over here that L square, that is the total angular momentum for the 2-electron system, does not commute with L1z and L2z, which are the individual electron 1 and 2 z component operators. So the eigenfunctions J1, J2, capital J, capital Mj are not necessarily or eigenfunctions of L1z and L2z respectively. If we consider the complete set of functions J1, Mj1 for electron 1 or entity 1 and complete set of functions J2, Mj2 for electron 2 or entity 2, the all possible products of the form J1, Mj1, J2, Mj2 will give complete set of functions for the 2-electron system. Now each unknown eigenfunction J1, J2, capital J, Mj can then be expanded using the complete set of functions in the form J1, J2, capital J, capital Mj will become equivalent to summation capital C product of J1, Mj1 and J2, Mj2, where C represents the expansion coefficient and the functions J1, J2, capital J, capital Mj are eigenfunctions of commutating operators L1 square, L2 square, L square and Lz with the following eigenvalues. L1 square has the eigenvalues J1 into J1 plus 1 h cross square, L2 square has eigenvalues J2 into J2 plus 1 into h cross square, whereas the eigenvalues of L square are represented by capital J into capital J plus 1 h cross square, and for the Lz component of 2-electron system the eigenvalue is represented by capital Mj. Now the functions J1, Mj1, J2, Mj2 are the eigenfunctions of the commutating operators with following eigenvalues. For L1 square, the eigenvalues are small j1 into small j1 plus 1 h cross square. For L1z component, the eigenvalues are presented by small m subscript j1 h cross. For L2 square, the eigenvalues are small j2 into small j2 plus 1 h cross square. The eigenvalues of L2z component are given by small m subscript j2 h cross. Now the expanded expression for j1, j2, capital J, mj gives eigenfunction of L1 square with eigenvalue j1 into j1 plus 1 h cross square, and so is the case for the operator L2 square. That means the expanded expression for the function j1, j2, capital J, capital Mj is an eigenfunction of L1 square with eigenvalues small j1 into small j1 plus 1 h cross square, where only those values or terms are considered which have the same j1 value as of the function j1, j2, capital J, mj. And so is the case for L2 square. Hence, the sum goes over only small mj1 and small mj2 values, giving a total of 2 small j1 plus 1 and 2 small j2 plus 1 values. As a consequence, L, which is taken as sum of L1 and L2, and Lz, which is taken as sum of L1z plus L2z, satisfy the relation. As a consequence of this summation of angular momentum, the capital Mj value thus satisfy the equation small mj1 plus small mj2. Now, in order to find the total angular momentum eigenfunctions, we need to evaluate the coefficients C, which is referred to as vector addition coefficients. Thus, each total angular momentum eigenfunction is a linear combination of product functions j1 mj1 and j2 mj2, where m satisfies the equations. For Lz component, capital Mj satisfies the equation, or it can take up values from minus capital J to plus capital J. L1z component has mj1 value, that is small mj1, which can take up value from minus small j1 to plus small j1, and similarly m2j can take up values from minus small j2 to plus small j2. So in all, we can now summarize that the total angular momentum for two electron system can be taken as sum of angular momentum associated with each electron respectively. Further, we found that the following commutation relations hold true for total angular momentum as well, where we found that L1 and L2 commute, and so L square Lx, L square Ly and L square Lz, where L square is taken as sum of L1 square plus L2 square and Lz is taken as sum of L1z plus L2z. Over here, we found that the eigenvalue equation for the total angular momentum for the two electron system is of the form Lzy equals to capital Mj h cross y, where capital Mj takes up the values from minus j to plus j, and the other equation as L square y equals to capital J into capital J plus 1 h cross y, where j can take up values as 0, 1, 2, 1 and so on. And finally, we concluded that Mj is equivalent to sum of small mj1 plus small mj2. With this, in the next module, we will now consider spin angular momentum in detail.